So I'm pretty sure you all know what I'm going to be talking about by the title of this video today. So I'm going to keep this intro fairly short for this video. Anyways, Poppy Playtime and the developers of it should not be trusted at all, and no one should support their work and their behavior. Now, if you already don't know, which you most likely do, the new chapter for Poppy Playtime, Chapter 2, just came out recently, literally just yesterday by the time of this recording, and there have been little to no hype around it, because honestly it seems like nobody gives a shit about the game nor the developers of it anymore, but you know, it's whatever. I'll talk more about the developers and MOBGames later on in this video, but right now I want to talk about the new chapter that just came out, Chapter 2, because I recently played it. Yes, I bought the game. I regret it. So yeah, this chapter was pretty boring. It's like they didn't even give a shit about it and mashed up just a few little mini games in this chapter and just called it a day. Yeah, throughout this chapter 2, there's these like 3 little mini games that you have to play, or the spider toy in this game forces you to play before you get the train ticket to go on the train for whatever reason. But this chapter is so goddamn broken, and hell, this game in its entirety is overall broken and just a sloppy mess. It's so broken that I managed to skip the last mini game I had to play to get the final piece of the puzzle to go on the train ride. It was that fucking broken, and it goes to show that they didn't even give a shit about these small little game-breaking skips and didn't even fix it, that it was scattered across the whole entire game. They just rushed it out to make money faster. That's literally all they care about. The story of this chapter literally doesn't make any sense at all, because the plot and lore is just written very shitty. You freed this weird Poppy Playtime doll, and the spider lady chases you around, and you need to go on a train ride to get to another place of the game. That's literally the story of this chapter 2. Yeah, sure, there's these little green VHS tapes scattered across the game that includes a little bit more of the lore and all, but I didn't even bother collecting them, and I just wanted to get this shitty fucking game out of the way and over with. I think Jacksepticeye was on one of the fucking VHS tapes, I don't know. MOBGames are really greedy with this game, and overall money hungry. With the first chapter that came out back in October, they were selling it for around $10. The problem is that the first chapter took me literally 35 fucking minutes to beat. At that point, just make the fucking game free. Back then, I refunded it, and of course I got my money back. Thank fucking God I did, because the damn scumbag of a development team, MOBGames, decided to make the fucking Chapter 1 game free on Steam. Yes, free, right before the second chapter came out. What absolute scumbags. I'm sorry, but how could you do that to people who paid money for the first chapter? At this point, MOBGames might as well just shove the money people paid for their game right back up their asses, but you know they won't, right? They won't do that. You know why? Because they'll shove it up their own asses because they're money hungry like fucking Mr. Krabs. And then they'll shit it all out and turn their own infested shit into non-fungible tokens and give it to their animators who they pay poorly on their shitty fucking Minecraft YouTube channel, Enchanted Mobs. They said that Chapter 2 was going to be, and I quote from the Steam page, 3 times the size of Chapter 1, when in reality, it was literally the same length, maybe a little bit longer, like 15 minutes longer at most. I beat Chapter 2 in an hour and 15 minutes or so, but that's because I ended up skipping the last mini game you had to play in order to proceed. Yeah, game-breaking glitch. Don't ask how I did it. It's very easy, and you can easily figure it out if you play it or just watch a gameplay of it. But if I were to play the third minigame thingy, then it would probably add another 15 minutes to the overall gameplay. An average of 1 hour and 30 minutes of playtime. That is not a lot. And they are literally charging $10 fucking for this pile of hot, steaming garbage of a game. Now look, I am all for supporting game developers and the games they make and all. And I would be happy to pay for a game that is produced by an indie game development team or a developer, if that team wasn't MOBGames. Like I said, I don't think I've seen a game development team like MOBGames and Enchanted Mob ever before. They are like the bottom of the shit barrel. And it's not just the Poppy Playtime game that they produced, it's just them and the way that they run things and control things. I can go on and on all day today about the pathetic and disgusting things they have done to the community. and to other individuals in general. But if I went on to explain what they've done in the past and present, this video would be like an hour long. So I'm just gonna break it down as much as I can for you all. They reportedly stole the whole idea and concept of the game Poppy Playtime from another game developer over spite, and overall was plagiarized. One of the people from MOBGames and Enchanted Mom made a channel which was a parody of those like Cinema Sins channels or whatever. Their channel name was called Animation Sins, and made a video absolutely shitting and harassing one person's animation and like no one else, and was pretty much a way for Enchanted Mom to harass the shit out of people who they felt wronged them. And one of the people who were associated with MOBGames apparently was sexualizing a FNAF character known as Circus Baby through like DMs on Discord or whatever, which Circus Baby in the FNAF universe is a minor. They started making and selling NFTs, which, need I say more, NFTs are fucking god-awful. They, out of the blue, decided to make a film about Poppy Playtime. This was very recent, may I remind you, because they need more money than what they already have. They also have 2 animated YouTube channels where they re-upload the same shitty Minecraft animations onto with ads on them as a way to trick kids to watch the same videos multiple times to make a quick buck. Which, of course, you can't do that on YouTube at all. They wrote up a piss-poor apology to post on Twitter in a way to cover things up, which is absolutely disgusting. Now, I'm just saying this, and I'm gonna get this out of the way. I'm not saying everyone on the development team of Poppy Playtime. There's animators who work their asses off on these projects. There's designers, everything like that. They probably have no part of any of this drama. I have no problems with anyone else a part or associated with Enchanted Mobs or MOBGames and Poppy Playtime and all that stuff. What I have problems with is the people who run Poppy Playtime, the Enchanted Mobs YouTube channel, and the creators of Poppy Playtime, and people who are mainly a part of these projects. They are the big problems of this situation, and they really, really should be called out for their actions. I might have been a little bit angry throughout this video, but it's something that really needs to be addressed more and more and more. There's a lot of people on Twitter calling them out for it, and that's the only reason why they responded on Twitter with a little apology letter, a little fucking shitty, piss-poor apology letter. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope I addressed everything. If I didn't, tell me in the comments below. I'm probably not gonna make I don't know at this point. I might make a longer video digging deep down into the drama of it if this video does well. I don't know. I just wanted to review Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, but I ended up ranting about the development team. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't support Poppy Playtime!